What's up, guys? Superdarkwater on the channel. So I wanted to do a quick little review of Sideways for you guys because I've been reviewing them. I reviewed number 1 and number 2, so go check out those reviews. It's been great. This is a recommend 100%. So this is basically DC's Spider-Man, and it's definitely a 90s Spider-Man. It's like the Spider-Man that you know and love. So at first I saw this cover and I was like, oh God, why is he in his underwear? But then I forgot. At the last part of this comic, he was like in the hospital, and then this like SJW looking villain shows up, but she's actually not an SJW. She is a very interesting character. She has a sexy body. He is really funny. He's like Spider-Man. You're gonna love it. So it's coming out of Dark Knight's Metal. Oh yeah, and stick around towards the end because there's the origin of Sideways at the end, featuring the Dark Knight's Metal. So she's got a booty. Test Run is the name of the story, and basically this villain shows up in the hospital and he's like, oh, I gotta act like a superhero. His mom and his friend are knocked out, and look, she's got thick thighs. So she's like fighting him, and he's like he like threw this rift at her, so she went through it, and then he followed her through, and they're somewhere else randomly, and then she attacks him again after she's kind of talking to him, and then he's like, wow, oh yeah, and then he like opens up all these rifts, and he's like looking for her, and or because she's like a speedster, she's basically like the Flash, I don't know, or like Negative Flash. So then she's explaining her origin and how she like used to steal from the rich and give to the poor. So she's like a Robin Hood, Green Arrow type of speedster, and they're basically just talking about that she's dying from cancer, and the more she uses her powers, the more she dies even faster. So she's obviously angry about that, and he's just like, all right, this lady's crazy. And this is kind of funny. So he like opened up a giant rift, and they didn't know what to say, or they didn't know what the like sound effect would be. So they were like, oh, a little disagreement, so we decided to let the art speak for itself. I thought that was pretty dope. And so yeah, I really like the action in this book, and look at that, she's thick, she looks like a woman, even though she's got that short dick pixie haircut. And I always the whole time I was reading it, I read Sideways' like dialogue, like monologue voice, in the actor from the Spider-Man animated series voice, like the Peter Parker's voice. It actually goes really well with the dialogue in the story. So then cops show up, and he's like, oh, I have things under control, and they're like, no you don't, what are you doing? And then he finally like escapes her, and he's like, all right. He like riffs through, but he accidentally pulls her arm through. So he's like, what? And then his mom is like on the phone with like some mysterious person, and they're watching him, and it's like, oh, to be continued. So I don't know, pretty interesting storyline. We'll see what happens next. I just really like the artwork, and the dialogue was fun to read. And okay, so here's the Sideways origin from Dark Knight's Metal. So stepping out with Sideways is a new little thing they're doing. And this one, so it doesn't have a fold out cover. I like that more. Wow, I just now realized that there's Action Comics t-shirts on here. What is this? Oh, graffiti designs. Yeah, so awesome. I want all of these are so cool. Anyway, sorry, got distracted. Sideways, stepping out Sideways. So he basically just explains his origin from Dark Knight's Metal. He fell into a black pit, woke up in the hospital, and he had superpowers, and his best friend made a costume for him. And yeah, he's just a new fun character. Oh yeah, and he's talking about, oh, maybe there's a Sideways from the Dark Knights universe. So, and it shows like all the Dark Knights. So I don't know, it's just kind of fun, you know. It's just definitely a fun character that reminds you of Spider-Man. And he's like, for me, I'll just keep on doing my thing Sideways. Oh yeah, and they do a Spider-Man reference right here. He's like, it's said with great power comes a lot of baggage, but I'll leave that for the other guys. So I don't know, just catch Sideways next month in interview. So, oh yeah, and these new Doomsday Clock action figures are so dope. But yeah, I don't know, I just had a great time reading Sideways. As always, I love the artwork. It gets better and better every issue, I feel like. And I just think he's funny and interesting. I want to see him develop his powers more. I want to see him like fight more instead of just kind of run around. but it's good. The artwork is good. I think this is going a good direction. I'll probably keep picking it up. It's only $2.99. How could you not? So go check out my reviews for Sideways number 1 and number 2. But pick them up for yourselves. This is definitely a Comicscape move the needle recommend. I don't know what the technical term you guys are calling it these days, but yeah, go buy this book. It's definitely worth it. Only $2.99. So yeah, turn on the notification bell so you know when I post. Subscribe to my channel if you like this. Like the video so I know you liked it, or dislike it if you don't. Leave a comment. Tell me your opinion, and thanks for watching.